Hey folks, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. I want to look at these new Trends Hobbies. Well, I guess they're kind of new. They came out with the rest of these Porsches, which were reviewed, I think it was a week ago or so. But anyways, I was waiting to get those Porsches in to see if the Land Cruiser, it's just basically just see how good they were and see if I wanted to pick up the Land Cruisers. And alas, I really impressed with Trent's hobby, and so I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna grab one of the Land Rovers. At first, I was thinking to myself, well, I really don't need both. I like the blue more because the blue is more similar to a blue that they used to do for like the FJ Cruiser, which my mom actually had one, so I really like that car. So I was like, okay, I'll get the blue. I'll skip the brown one, and then so I ordered the blue. And then one of you guys asked me if I was getting the brown one, and I was like, I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. And so that kind of that kind of compelled me to grab the brown one. But I mean, these are both on RC Mart for $12 or $9.12. So like they're not expensive, you know, just throw them onto an order that I'm already placing. Like it's not bad. So yeah, I wanted to check them both out. So alas, I got both colors of these. So here's the boxes. Pretty much the same as the other stuff. They do have the little Toyota licensing badge on the front. These are the Toyota Land Cruiser 250s. This one says it's number 89, and this one says it's number 88. I don't really know what happened to like the first 80 releases from Trends Hobby, but their number schemes are a little bit weird to me. And one of my biggest complaints with the brand in general right now is that they are not putting colors or anything on their packaging. Like they're not telling you what the color is. So for this blue one, I haven't looked it up. I'm sure this has a specific name from Toyota, this blue color. I don't know what it is because they don't put it on the packaging. That is the one thing that I recommend Trends Hobby. Please do. Please just add like whatever the color is onto the packaging. But anyways, there's all the warnings and stuff on the bottom. Here's the backside with the Trends Hobby sticker, and then again Toyota licensing. And then there's the actual like internal number code. So it's 241079B. And this one is probably that same number, but with an A. Yes, it is, because they kind of differentiate them by colors. So A, B, C, etc. for all the different colors of the casting. So yeah, here's the back of this one. Again, number 88. And like, yeah, it's pretty nice. I like their packaging. I think it's fine. I like that they don't have plastic wrap around their boxes. I like that it's just a little piece of tape, because it's less plastic waste when I open my stuff. But anyways, here is the casting. This is the first Toyota Land Cruiser that I have in my collection. And I believe this version of the Land Cruiser is pretty new. I don't really know. I don't really follow stuff with like SUVs or trucks or anything too much. But I think this generation of the Land Cruiser is pretty new. The paint on it is really nice. It's like this. It's like a dark sand blue, and it looks really good. And then of course it's got the two-tone white, which is kind of classic for these types of vehicles from Toyota. Like I said, my mom used to have, I don't remember what year it was, but she used to have one of the blue FJ Cruisers. So it was that bright blue color with the white top. Man, she freaking loved that car. And this definitely kind of reminds me of it. So it's kind of cool to have this. But the wheels look fine, just kind of like an off-road wheel. And then the tires are pretty big. They are rubber. So, and they seem to roll fairly well. As also, I'll do a little roll test right here. Yeah, they roll really good. Yeah, the wheels look pretty good. No complaints there. The tires look good. The color of the actual car, the paint looks very nice. It's just a glossy blue. Again, it's kind of like a dark sand blue. And then, yeah, it says Land Cruiser First Edition on the back right here, which is kind of neat. No color on the interior. It's just black. You do have the little side steps right here, which are done in, is that metal? Oh, that's actually part of the metal casting. I was worried that was going to be plastic. Is it plastic? No, it's metal. So these little side steps right here, along right there, are part of the actual metal base. So those are going to be nice and sturdy. Shouldn't have any issues with those breaking off, which is a good thing. And yeah, the mirrors look pretty good. The mirrors are are rubber, but they seem pretty accurate, pretty big and accurate. And then obviously the white top, and it's got the little roof racks as well. I believe those are done in plastic. But overall, looks pretty nice. The front end, got the Toyota in silver lettering on the front grille. A little bit of a silver skid plate on the bottom of that bumper right there, which looks really nice. And I think the headlights look really cool as well. The acrylics may not be like perfectly straight, but I really like the round, like bull detail behind, and then the little bit of orange on the sides for the blinkers. It's just very cool. Front grille detail all looks fine. Nothing crazy, but it looks fine. And then these also do have the opening hoods. So there's all that detail in there. Looks pretty detailed for the price. I mean, you got to remember these are $9. So yeah, looks pretty detailed. Not too bad. A lot of these newer cars, a lot of the stuff in here is just going to be like actual plastic engine covers, like little panels that just sit over. But I see the airbox and the air hoses and stuff. A little bit of white right there. Not sure. That's probably a reservoir of some sort. Another reservoir in the back. So yeah, interior of the engine bay looks pretty good. And then once you close the engine bay, it's actually pretty flush. There's not really a huge panel gap at the front. They've actually got a little bit of black paint on this front part to kind of blend in with the front of that grille. I don't know if the real car has black on the hood like that, or if that's just a design choice that they did to make it all look a little bit better. Either way, I think it looks good. There's a little bit of a panel gap on each side, but honestly, I think it's not that bad, especially looking at it from the side angle. If you're looking at it close up like this, yeah, it's a pretty big panel gap, but I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's too bad at all. And then here is the back view. Taillights look pretty good. They're done in red acrylic. I see some Land Cruiser printing in black right there. And then, of course, Land Cruiser on the license plate. Looks pretty good. Again, another little skid plate down here. And then there is also the exhaust, which runs all the way up to where it would go up into the exhaust manifold up at the engine. So that is cool. And then there's a spare tire on the bottom. And I'm curious to see, yes, is actually like a separate wheel with a rubber tire. So that's actually just a whole nother wheel for the car. So I do like that. That is very good. I like it when companies actually will put a spare wheel. Some of them will do it, but they'll just mold the whole thing in plastic. And then it's like, yeah, that's kind of weird. But anyways, here's the bottom. It is all metal, of course, like I said. Metal bases on these. So this is a pretty hefty feeling model. And yeah, it's got Trends Hobby and Made in China on the bottom. No name of the car, which is fine. But yeah, this is pretty nice. I like this. Any of you that were interested in these Trends Hobbies Land Cruisers, I definitely recommend just based on this. Looks very nice. Nice paints, nice details. For $9 from RC Mart, which, in case you guys are wondering, these are still in stock. You can go pick them up. I think it's pretty good. So anyways, here is the brown one. Again, I would like to know the actual, name of the color that Toyota uses. I think it'd be kind of, it always just, I always like seeing like what manufacturers call the colors and stuff, like, you know, is this like a Sahara tan, you know, like that kind of thing. So I wish they actually had the names of the paints, but it looks pretty good. I like this paint on it as well. It's just kind of like I don't even really know what you'd call it. It's kind of like a dark tan, and it looks good. And I think everything is looking pretty much the same. This one's got the white top, just like the other one, of course. There's the front view with all those details. Headlights look pretty good. Panel gaps look about the same. Not too bad. And I'm assuming the engine detail is identical for both of them as well. Yep, it is. So there's that. Yeah, it looks good. Looks really good. Here's the back view again with the spare tire. Acrylic taillights. This taillight might be a little crooked, but that's okay. Land Cruiser First Edition on the side right there again. I like the black door handles too. It's a nice detail. Yeah, overall, I think these are pretty nice. I definitely do. One thing I'm noticing about these is these ones do not have brake details, which is something that I think all the other cars from Trends Hobby have had. In fact, the thing that kind of reminded me about it was these Porsche Cayenne turbos right here. These had brake details, which I was really, really happy about. And if you haven't seen this review and want to see the review for all 5 of these Porsches, I did do a big video with all 5 of them, so you can go check that out. But yeah, the Porsches had brake details, discs and calipers. So that was really nice. They were drilled, calipers are painted. They're actually really nice brake details on these. So with that being said, and then they also had, if I can get it open, they also had the opening hoods as well. And the reason that I'm comparing these Land Cruisers to these Porsche Cayennes is because they were the same price. They were all $9.12. The Porsches and the Land Cruisers. Sorry, I had to get that front end open. So engine detail in there, brake details and everything. So they were the same $9.12 price as each. So these are both the same price. So I do want to point out that these Land Cruisers do not have brake detail, which I think is okay for these wheels and this type of car. I don't think it's too important. I think it looks really good the way. But I mean, extra detail for the price is always nice. So it would have been cool if these had brake details. Hopefully they are consistent with that, and hopefully maybe the Land Cruiser was just like an oddball casting that was not going to have brake detail. Hopefully they keep it consistent in that everything upcoming and everything going forward will have it. But yeah, I think those are kind of my final thoughts on them. I'll put some pictures up on screen of this blue one so you can kind of see. And yeah, I really like them. I recommend them. I kind of am just very happy with Trends Hobby all around in general. I think they are doing, I think they're making amazing products with really good quality and detail for an incredible price. I mean, their regular, like, non-race car models seem to be around that $9, $10 price point, and then these race car ones are going to be around $15. With the amount of detail they have, I think that's phenomenal with opening parts, brake details, photo-etched metal, like wing supports and stuff. Yeah, it's great. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of these down in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.